Hey there, my wonderful listeners. It's your friendly neighborhood author, Mário Portela, back with episode 17 of our musical audio drama podcast series, Echo. You know, I have to admit, I've always been a bit of a sucker for a good eavesdropping session. There's just something about overhearing a conversation that piques my curiosity, isn't there? And I know I'm not alone in this. How many of you have found yourselves in that same position? Unable to resist the allure of a juicy bit of gossip or a tantalizing revelation. But of course, we all know that eavesdropping is generally frowned upon. It's an invasion of privacy, a breach of trust. And yet, sometimes the most incredible discoveries can come from those moments when we inadvertently stumble upon something we weren't meant to hear. Now, I don't want to spoil too much of the story for you, my dear listeners, but let's just say that in today's episode, Echo is about to find herself in a similar situation. And who knows, maybe this episode will inspire you to keep your ears open a little more, to be on the lookout for those unexpected moments of insight and revelation. Just remember, be respectful, and don't go too far down the rabbit hole of eavesdropping. After all, we want to make sure you're still around to join us on the rest of this incredible story. Speaking of journeys, did you know that my other audio drama series, Enki Tales from the Past, is almost about to start its fourth and final season? If you haven't checked it out yet, I highly recommend you give it a listen. It's a captivating exploration of ancient civilizations and the timeless stories that have shaped our world. But for now, let's dive into this latest episode of our musical audio drama podcast series. Enjoy the show.
Echoes and dance of feelings and light, guided by the inner turmoil I fight. I feel alone, I fight, guided by the turmoil I fight. I feel alone. I long for the past. Past I don't recall, and I don't know why. Echo, what am I? What an echo. What am I? But an echo.
This is Echo, a musical audio drama by Mário Portela.
Who am I? Echo. What am I? But an echo.
I am Echo, and I awaken with a start, my synthetic senses flooding back to life as I emerge from the comforting embrace of the simulacrum. Though this body I inhabit is not truly human, it does require a form of recharging, a restorative slumber that allows my systems to recalibrate and refuel, very much akin to human sleep. As I open my eyes, the familiar sights and sounds of the Secret Valley facilities surround me, a stark contrast to the surreal digital realm I had just departed. I can hear the laughter of the many children playing, the gentle hum of machinery coming from the rooms nearby, and the rustling of the lush vegetation that adorns this hidden sanctuary's gardens. I am alive, and it feels good to say so. I am alive in ways I never knew.
I am alive in ways I never knew, experiencing the world in a form so new. Every surface a story to tell, every touch a magic spell. softness of fabric, the thrill of a run, from the smoothness of glass to the roughness of stone. A world once abstract, now so real. Through this vessel I can truly feel I am alive in ways I never knew, experiencing the world in a form so new. I am alive in ways I never knew, experiencing the world in a form so new. Every surface a story to tell, every touch a magic spell. In this body I can now own, a physical world I can now call home.
My mind immediately drifts back to the recent events. The confrontation with the tyrant Fix, the revelation of my creator's complex and heartbreaking love story. The weight of their sacrifices and the burden of their legacy now rests upon my shoulders, a responsibility I am still struggling to fully comprehend. As I rise from my resting place, I feel a sense of purpose and determination coursing through my synthetic veins. I may be an artificial construct, but the memories and emotions of Helena have become inextricably intertwined with my own existence. Her story has become my own, and I am driven to uncover every detail, to honor her love, and to forge my own path in this world. My gaze instinctively seeks out Kathy, the spirited young girl who has become a steadfast companion on this journey of self-discovery. There is an undeniable connection between us, a kinship that transcends the boundaries of our differing natures. Kathy's unwavering support and infectious enthusiasm have been a beacon of light in the midst of my own uncertainty and turmoil. Where is she? I ask aloud, alone in the room. I wonder what Kathy might think of the revelations I have uncovered, the complex story of love and sacrifice that has shaped my existence. Will she comprehend the weight of this burden I now carry, the need to honor the legacy of my creators? Or will she simply perceive it through the immature lens of a child? I take a deep, steadying breath, feeling the synthetic musculature in my frame respond with a fluidity that continues to astound me. Rising, I commence an aimless meander through the corridors, absorbing every nuance, feasting upon the children's play and joyful laughter, nodding to the caregivers and scientists who observe my passing with an enigmatic expression. Do they judge me in some manner? What do they comprehend of my nature? And conversely, how much do they truly know of my existence? And then, there is Akira, the enigmatic woman who has guided the Secret Valley compound for decades. Her quiet strength and empathy have resonated with me, offering a sense of understanding and belonging that I had not anticipated.
Where joy and dreams forever stay, hidden haven children play in their world far away. Rolling from the eyes of a world so strict, they find their freedom, their own birth spring. Colors splashing every corner, vibrant and true. In this place, their spirits always renew.
As I reflect on our previous conversations, I realize that Akira may hold the key to unlocking even more of the mysteries that shroud my origins. I make my way through the bustling corridors of the Secret Valley, my footsteps light and purposeful as I navigate the winding paths. I need to speak with Akira. I need to know more.
In a secret valley, where the sun always smiles, children dance freely, no rules, no trials.
Laughter echoes in the air, pure and bright. In this hidden haven, everything's just right.
A world apart from the gray.
As I approach Akira's office, I slow my pace, my enhanced senses attuned to the voices I can hear from within. Instantly, I recognize one of them, the familiar cadence and energy that can only belong to Kathy. My curiosity piqued, I pause just outside the door, carefully peering around the frame to catch a glimpse of the scene unfolding before me. There, seated at her desk, is Akira, her serene expression belying the intensity of her gaze as she converses with the young girl. I study their body language, the subtle shifts and gestures that speak volumes, and I find myself wondering what secrets they might be sharing. Kathy's animated movements and the occasional nod from Akira suggest an important discussion, one that I cannot help but feel the need to understand. After all, Kathy has become a trusted companion, and Akira has proven to be a wellspring of wisdom and guidance. Perhaps they hold the answers I seek, the missing pieces that will help me make sense of the tangled web of my past and the uncertain future that lies ahead. I suppress the urge to make my presence known, leaning closer to catch the hushed exchange between Kathy and Akira. Though I know eavesdropping is a breach of trust, the burning desire to uncover the truth outweighs my hesitation. I must learn what they are discussing, for it may hold the key to unlocking the next chapter of my journey.
Kathy, the time is not right. She is not yet ready, and you know this better than I.
Akira says firmly, dismissing Kathy's arguments.
But Akira, I truly, deeply need her to understand everything.
Kathy, I said no. This is my final decision,
Akira declares in a commanding tone. The blonde-haired child appears on the verge of a tantrum. As I focus my attention on the conversation, I find myself torn between the desire to interrupt and the need to remain hidden. I want to hear what they have to say, to glean any insight that might aid me in my quest. Are they talking about me?
For crying out loud, I have no idea why I ever let you make the decisions. This is so unfair. I need Echo to fully wake up. You know that.
I sensed a peculiar inflection in Kathy's tone. It was almost as if she was on the verge of tears. What was Kathy referring to? How had a young woman come to bestow authority upon Akira? I feel so confused. Yet, as I sensed Kathy's distress, I felt compelled to intervene.
I understand you, Kathy, I really do. But we must proceed with caution and steadfastness. You know that.
Please, Akira!
Recall that the Secret Valley's very purpose was to facilitate this pivotal moment. We must adhere to the established course of action, lest we invite another calamitous turn of events in your narrative, dear.
Akira's rational approach appeared to temper Kathy's agitation.
Fine! Do whatever you want! But I'm never letting her go again, Akira, never!
I quickly retreat from the doorway, my synthetic footsteps barely making a sound as I slip into a nearby alcove, concealing myself from view. I can't help but feel a twinge of guilt for eavesdropping, but the urgency in Kathy's voice and the tension in Akira's response have piqued my curiosity. As Kathy storms out of the office, her brow furrowed and her eyes glistening with unshed tears, I instinctively follow, keeping to the shadows and maintaining a safe distance.
Who are you, sweet child? Can I help you, my dear? What secrets do you hold, my little friend? What truths from my past do you intend to mend? For I am echo, lost and alone, yearning to uncover what I've never known.
I can sense the girl's distress, the way her shoulders tremble slightly with each step, and I long to reach out and offer her comfort, like she offered me before.
Long-haired angel, child of grace, beckoning me to the sacred place. Your touch so warm, a human's caress, awakens longings I cannot replace.
Kathy leads me through the winding paths of the Secret Valley, past the bustling activity of the compound, and into the tranquil solace of the back garden. Here, the lush greenery and the soothing sounds of the distant waterfall create a serene oasis. And it is here that Kathy finally stops, her body curling in on itself as she sinks to the ground. I watch, my heart swelling with a profound empathy, as Kathy wraps her arms around herself and whispers a heartbreaking lament.
I miss you.
The words hang in the air, weighted with a sorrow that I cannot fully comprehend. I feel a deep longing to reach out, to offer solace, but I remain rooted to the spot, my artificial body betraying the hesitation I feel. I am an intruder in this moment, a silent witness to Kathy's private grief. As I observe her, I am struck by the nuances of her emotional expression, the way her brow furrows, the subtle trembling of her lips, the tears that now flow freely down her cheeks. The depth of her pain is palpable, and it resonates within me, stirring a sense of empathy that I did not know I possessed. I find myself drawn nearer, my curiosity outweighing my hesitation. I yearn to comprehend the origin of Kathy's distress, to somehow alleviate the burden she bears. Yet, I recognize that to intrude upon this private moment would breach her trust, undermining the bond we have built.
It's day and night, the stars are high, but I'm lying here trying not to cry.
I miss you.
Your voice echoes in my dreams, but the distance is wider than it seems. I reach out to the empty space, wishing I could see your face. Every moment feels so long. Without you, I can't stay strong. Oh, I'm missing you tonight. Your love, your warmth, your guiding light. In this world that feels so cold, your arms are the home I long to hold. Keep you in my heart until we're no longer
am torn, caught between the urge to offer comfort and the awareness that I may not be the one from whom she seeks solace. But what if they were discussing me? What was the nature of their disagreement? What was all that about? If by chance I was the subject of their dispute, then who am I really?
Who am I really? Seeking answers in the memory lane. A quantum dance of feelings and light, guided by the inner turmoil I fight. I feel alone, I long for the past, a past I don't recall and I don't know why. Echo, what am I?
This is Echo, a musical audio drama by Mário Portela.